Hello internet friends. In this video I will be continuing work on the fuel system. So what you see me doing there is screwing the fuel pump back onto its mount and then placing the firewall assembly back over the exhaust shroud. And then what I'm going to do is get that roll of tubing and attempt to make some fuel lines. This is my first time ever working with this fuel line material, so I have no idea what I'm doing, other than just some general intuition of, well, this looks like this goes here and that goes there, and the plans say to do this in a certain shape that is no longer relevant because I am using a different fuel valve and a different fuel pump that are in different locations than what the plans say. I would like to thank Riley from Dark Arrow because when I was trying to figure out how to use the flaring tool, I did a Google search for it. Actually, first I went and searched all the EAA hints for home builders videos because I was convinced that I saw one on the flaring tool and I couldn't find it. And there's 600 something hints for home builders videos, and I scrolled through every one of them. And then I was like, well, Google will just tell me. And then like one of the first results was a Dark Arrow video on how to use the flaring tool. So thank you, Riley. I salute you. Okay, and then I attempted to use this, and I realized I didn't have any oil to put on the fuel pump. So then I just used some, I don't know what I had, Aeroshell 22, just a little light. I know. Probably shouldn't mix fuel and Aeroshell 22. Don't worry, I'm not going to. These are just prototype fuel lines, because I'm still not convinced that I don't want to just send them, or at least what I created, to one of the fuel line manufacturers or fabricators and say, make me a Teflon line this long. Because, a nice flexible Teflon line would be super easy to attach, and I wouldn't have to fabricate it. And I don't know, it might leak. I don't know how long Teflon lines last, but or should I buy two? Because then I can change them out. I guess they only last so long though. Like, I don't know how long Teflon lines last in a box. So I guess I would just have them fabricate another one. I'm not sure how that would work. Would I take it off and send it to them? But then I'd be without a fuel line, so I don't see how that would work. Anyway, I am thinking out loud here. So, okay, so now that I changed the camera angle, you can see, I think this is my first attempt. Yep, it is. So then I'm going to try to make another one. And the problem is the fuel valve is about a ½ inch away, or out of line from the fuel pump. So what I need to do is I need to put an angle in there somehow. Now I'm sure there's rules about how to do that. Like, you probably don't want any 90-degree bends. I'm going to have to go read. I'm sure there's a chapter in the FARs or in part 43 or what's the book that Van sends? Standard Aircraft Maintenance or something like that. I'm sure there's a chapter about fuel lines in there, so I'm going to have to go read that. Or I could just go buy a Teflon line. Still, like I said, still undecided. Okay, so what else is going on? Next week I have to go to Hawaii for work, which sounds cool. It sounds fun to people that don't work in Hawaii, right? They're like, ooh, Hawaii, but no, yeah, it is not fun. You know why? Because, all the hotels are in Waikiki. It's not in Waikiki. Well, actually, next week my work is in Waikiki. But most of the time, work is not in Waikiki. And you have to go on base or somewhere else. And that takes an hour to fight traffic and drive. There's only like 2 roads. Actually, there's one road that goes over there. The other road goes the other way, all the way around the island. So yeah, I don't know. Going to Hawaii on vacation sounds fun to me, but taking a 6-hour plane ride out to the middle of the ocean so I can go to work just is not appealing to me. So I would rather be here in my hangar working on my airplane. And with that, you know what time it is? It's time for the Slack group pitch. So if you also like working on airplanes, come join our RV Slack group where we talk about working on airplanes and building them. The link is in the description of this video, so we will see you there, and I will see you in the next video.